Well, hello, LifeWave community. It's Meredith Burkage here, your global SVP here at LifeWave. And I am so privileged to be joining you for our April monthly Connect Your Business webinar, which is, of course, our opportunity to introduce you to leaders that you may already know and love or may be hearing from for the first time, where they have an opportunity to share not only strategy, but practical applications that you can use, learning from the best of the best and apply it to your business. So today I want to go ahead and welcome here in April, our LifeWave Presidential Director, Dame Sandra Biskind from Southern California. Hello, Sandra.
Hi, Meredith. How are you?
I'm doing amazing. How is the weather in SoCal? I haven't been there for about 6 months, but spring is usually the best time to be in that area.
Not to put everybody off all over the world and make you jealous, but it's blue, blue, blue and sun shining and gorgeous.
Amazing. Well, and thank you for setting aside this time. You know, giving back is such an integral part of what we do in direct selling, network marketing, relationship marketing, social selling, whatever you like to call it. It's really about the relationships, isn't it?
100%. Everything to do with LifeWave is about relationship. Without relationship, we wouldn't have this company.
No, absolutely. And we're really excited to hear from you. I'm new, I've just been here now a whole month and a half, but getting to know the leadership. I've heard so many amazing things about you personally, about your growth, your integrity, the kind of leader that you are. So it really is an honor and a privilege for me to get to have your time today, as well as I'm sure the audience is getting to listen in as well. So thank you for joining.
Well, thank you. I think it's an honor for us to be here with you, by the way. And I know that everybody wants to welcome you and just say, we hope you have a long, fabulous, fun life in LifeWave.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, and it's, we're talking about building teams today, and, through a variety of elements that have worked for you. And we're really excited to just dive right in. But as we're thinking about building purpose-driven teams and what that means, and again, we're going to take away some really great nuggets for people to apply. But I know that I heard that you just had a really incredible experience last night. So I thought that what we could do is really kind of set the stage for the conversation today by hearing from you about the event last night. Please share.
What we did was we organized an event that was hypnosis, and it was very similar to the incredible visualization journeys that I take people on and I take my team on. And so what I'd love to do is, if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to say to everybody, how about if we get our mindset right and we all come into this room together? And how about if we reprogram the unconscious mind right now for success in your LifeWave business? Because this is one of the tools that I use with my team and one of the tools that they love the most. You guys in for that?
I'm the only one that has a voice, but I'll say absolutely. And maybe we should do this every time.
So let's just take a few minutes. And what I want you to do is close your eyes and imagine white light pouring in and down and through you. Okay, this white light is your true self. It's the wonder, the uniqueness, the divinity that you are. And we're going to have this white light just open up the unconscious mind. And for a moment, I want you to just think about some of the negative things that you've been saying to yourself, like, I can never do this. I'll never get to SPD. People don't love me. They always say no to me. I don't know how to talk about LifeWave. Just think about these little niggly negative criticisms that you have of yourself for one moment. And as you do that, remember to take a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to take you on this light journey where the light within you starts to tell you the truth about who you are. And so the truth about who you are is that you are a perfect, divine, high-frequency being. And you deserve more love, more joy, more abundance of every good thing, more success within this incredible LifeWave company. That people are actually fascinated by you, and they're attracted to you because of this incredible love that you have emanating from you, this incredible light that cannot be contained within your body. So you are now a light being using a light energy frequency product. And when we combine the two, you are a powerful force for good on this planet. People want to say yes to you. People want to be on your team. People want to have what you're having. You have stepped in to the frequency that is success. Your company, your team, everyone who meets you loves the joy, the light, the fun, the laughter, and the passion that you have for this patch system. Take another deep breath. Let it go. And allow your unconscious mind now to take in all of those words and the feelings that come with the words. Feel a smile coming on your face as you realize, yes, 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 I am so successful. Everything I do, everything I touch brings me more joy, more love, more money, more abundance, more fun. And as you take the last breath, breathe in and breathe out. You're going to allow this energy and these words to sink in over the next day, month, year, for you to start living the magnificence that you are with a patch system that is second to none on this planet. And in your own time, opening your eyes and coming back into the...
Thank you. That was lovely. And I hope that everybody who's watching right now really is in that place, because this time that we're going to spend together, these precious moments, we need to receive them. And so I think that puts us in a good space. And so it must have been really incredible for your team. And you've been a healer, for I'm sure many, many years, obviously professionally trained, and you've been applying your wisdom, benefiting, lives all around you. I'm confident for a long time. Been here at LifeWave for almost 5 years. So what is it that attracted you to LifeWave, and how are you bringing that knowledge to the space and to the community?
Well, I'm one of those people who said no to LifeWave for 2 years. And, so all I can say to everyone out there is a no is not really ever a no. And it wasn't until I heard two magic words, stem cells, that I went, oh, okay, I'm in. And because I knew that the stem cell industry was the next multi-trillion-dollar healing industry on the planet. And here it was, all of that's happening in the stem cell world is now obsolete as far as I'm concerned. When you can put one patch on your body and all of a sudden you're activating copper peptide in your own stem cells, this is like divinely downloaded alien technology compared to the, what's happening out there. So the stem cells really attracted me. And then I had a major problem. I woke up and for 2 months I was screaming and sobbing in pain. I had 3 degenerated discs, my lower spine. But a friend of mine said, don't worry, I'm going to patch you up. And I went to a one-off pain management afternoon with David Schmidt. How lucky was that? And I got patched up with 6 patches. And I sat down on a hard wooden floor, a chair, and an hour later, I was completely pain-free. Now, if you're wondering why I'm so passionate about LifeWave, that is one of the main reasons. Well, I came out of there and I wanted to shout on every mountaintop to the whole of humanity that this technology was available to them. And so my passion for the patches has never, ever waned. No matter what's been going on around me. In fact, if anything, the more people that I patch up, the more people that I see my team patch up, the more my heart expands and opens, and the more I'm going, yeah, I'm in the right place. As somebody who's dedicated her life to helping to end suffering as a healer and spiritual mentor for over 40 plus years, to think now that I can put a little dot on somebody and it does exactly the same thing as what all of my work did before this moment. Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
So wow, that's quite the that's quite the story. I didn't even know that in that depth. It's so fun being here, getting to meet all of you and hear your stories. Um, it's interesting because, I would think being as passionate as you are, having the testimonial that you have, having the life-changing impact that you've had, that, people coming into the business, sometimes they get it, sometimes they get a little bit, but oftentimes they aren't quite motivated enough to overcome themselves being in their own way, to actually get the message out and be free to share. And I know that you are very, very much a know your why, the why that'll make you cry. What is it that motivates you? What is it that drives you? Because sometimes that can be the bridge, right? To get people to take what they know or maybe have experienced personally and get over those fears and actually become, that voice, become that person that's open to share. So let's talk about the why, because I know that is connected to you and how you've grown and built a very thriving organization that continues to grow. So let's talk about that for a little bit, if you would.
Yeah, well, I think you have to have a huge why here, because this is a technology that first of all is so unique in the world. You're not selling a lipstick or a car or clothing. You're selling something that is impacting people's lives on such a deep level. And you have to tap in and go, why am I here? Yes, I'm here to heal and grow and have fun. Yes, I want my children and my parents and my family to be happy and healthy and stay as young as possible for as long as possible. And yes, there is a broader community and humanity that needs this technology. If you can tap into that why and to know that you are going to be that powerful force for good, that no matter what anybody says to you, oh, I don't want to know about them, oh, they're placebo, all of the things that the funny human mind has to say when they don't understand something, you can hear the negativity. You can understand why they're coming from that place because they haven't opened their mind to the curiosity or to their why. And when you open up to your why, you have got yourself a business on the go, because no matter how hard it gets, and we're in the trenches, and we need to speak to a lot of people. We need to understand where people are at. We need to come to them where they're at, not where we're at, and not with what we want. So your why is incredibly important, your mindset. Now, remember that your unconscious mind is running your life over 95% of the time. So that means if you start having any niggly little stories come up about why you can't share the LifeWave patch technology, or why you think it's not working for somebody, or when somebody says they don't work, just remember it's all a story. And I love to teach people that when you've got your why down pat, and you understand you've come here with a mission and a purpose beyond who you are, and that David Schmidt is delivering us this tool to help us with that, then no matter what anyone says, you've got the answer. For instance, when somebody says to me, oh, I tried them and they didn't work, I immediately say, you might not have tried them for long enough, but I need to let you know they do work, and they work on every single human being and pet that puts them on. And they look at me and I say, this is very important for you to understand, that the Global Patent Office does not give a patent in 11 months to anything. And David Schmidt and LifeWave got a patent for the X39 stem cell patch in 11 months because they could prove that as soon as you put this patch on, you had an elevation of copper peptide within your system. Inventing how to activate copper peptide was one of David's biggest gift to humanity. Because I happen to know that scientists over the last 6 decades have been trying to find out how to do exactly that. And our David Schmidt in the USA is the one who found the way, so that you can live younger, longer, and stronger. That's got to be a why all in itself. So remember, when you're talking to people and they say they're not working, you have to very confidently say, yes, they are definitely working. You might not be feeling it yet, but they do work.
So a couple of things, coming from that amazing education is, so people, they may get that, I think, on a high level. It's like, I understand, change the world. Oh, of course I want to make a difference. I want to be significant. I want to help the people in my life live better, younger, longer. But I need some practical application to develop my why. And there are many books, you've probably read them. I know I've read a couple as well. Some really good books on defining your why, finding your why, helping you to segment your why. And there's lots of great illustrations. When you're working with your team, Sandra, when you're working with your team, do you have some exercises that you do maybe in a workshop environment that some of our listeners might be able to take away and implement in their own lives to really help hone in on that why that's going to motivate them?
Yeah, you know what? You would probably answer that better than me, because I have workshops for my team, but because of who I am and the work I've done in the world, they're actually workshops where I'm going into the unconscious and neutralizing and deleting the stories that stop them living their why, that stop them from becoming successful. So for me, it's much more about why not? It's more about getting to their why not. And also the other why, which I think is important, and a lot of people don't like talking about this, but a lot of people are suffering financially right now. You might have a why that says, gee, I need another income stream. And can I do that? And if I can, this company has a compensation plan second to none. So Meredith, you might be better off talking about the why than I am, because I'm definitely coming to it from that level. And my team love it, because they're getting clearer and clearer and clearer, and they're understanding. Like, the majority of my team get the maximum amount of joy from seeing somebody in suffering, from seeing someone cry the minute you put a patch on them, from seeing someone say, oh, my frozen shoulder's not frozen anymore, from somebody putting the patch on their back and going, oh, I don't have back pain for the first time in decades. So their whys in my team are definitely that incredible joy, and of course, the financial reward.
Gotcha. No. And I think though, I'm going to come back to something brilliant, absolutely brilliant that you're talking about. Really, it is that that self-sabotage that we do when we tell ourselves we're not worthy. I'm mindful of a quick story of my grandmother who wanted to be a bridge life master. And she was in her 80s, and she had paid to hire a coach, and she was going through all the process and going to touring the world, trying to get enough points to become a life master. And she just kept missing it. And she would call me all frustrated. And finally, one day I just asked her, I said, Grandma, I said, do you think that you're worthy to be a life master?
Whoa.
And she said, well, of course I'm worthy. And I said, no, do you really think that you're worthy of being a life master? She goes, I am worthy of being. And that next grouping that she went to, and, she traveled and she had her coach. She won it all, became a life master. But, I think it was just that inner story that she was telling herself. She wasn't smart enough. She wasn't good enough. She wasn't in the caliber of all these life masters that she admired. So I love what you said about that. I think that mindset is a powerful, powerful thing. And I like your stat too, right? About the 95%. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, well, just think about it. No matter how strong your why might be, if you've got an unconscious program sabotaging your why, and you were so spot on with your grandmother, I mean, that's the question. I've worked with people all over the world, thousands and thousands of people, and I know that every single one of them has a similar story. I'm not good enough. I don't deserve it. And so when you can go beyond that, then your why drops in, and your why leads you to success.
Excellent. No, great. And yes, there are many, like I say, good works, and probably what I would encourage people that we're listening in right now. And if you feel like you really don't have that why that gets you out of bed in the morning, the why that gets you to pick up that 100-pound phone, and potentially risk rejection, or, whatever it may be, those fears, if your why isn't strong enough to get you to overcome, there are many methodologies to put into place. And so I would encourage you to talk to your upline leaders, and they may have one already in place. There's so many brilliant leaders here at LifeWave. So I just encourage you to get in touch, ask that question, say, I'm not not sure that my why is really solidified enough in my mind to help me overcome objections, and kind of go for the no, as that brilliant course actually does. So great. Well, that's, you've identified something that's important, because again, there are people that have all these reasons why not, and so we have to tap into that why. Now, you do a lot of work in the expo world, out there meeting people for the first time, having conversations. Is it a possibility that you can actually translate that conversation to a new relationship, or a conversation that kind of steps out of that warm market, that inner circle? What do you think? I mean, is this transferable?
Oh, it's absolutely, not only is it transferable, but it's replicatable. And I think this is important for everyone to know that when I give a talk, and by the way, I don't usually do expos unless they give me a speaking part, because when I can speak in front of 100 people, by the end of the hour, everybody, and I say, who's curious and wants to know about LifeWave and try the patches? They all put their hand up. And that's because I've been able to speak to them in a way that they can hear it. It's simple, it's replicatable. And then when they come back to the booth, like you said, Meredith, they're warm. But I have had so much fun doing expos, and so have my team, because my team have cottoned on that this is what we do, especially when we've finished with our parents and we're finished with the people closest to us. Where do we go now? And so going to a little fair or a big expo is one of the places where you start to expand your reach. But what I've found is, on my way home on a train, for instance, I'd be sitting next to somebody and they'd say, what is that? And by the way, if you haven't noticed yet, this is my X39 stem cell patch. Can you see what's on it? All of my team start giving me.
That's fancier than mine.
Right, well, I'll have to get you
than mine.
All of my team start giving me this glitter. And when people see this, they don't feel inhibited about asking what it is. When they see a little white patch, they think, oh, it could be smoking, or it could be, hormonal patch or anything. So they don't ask.
For that matter, yeah.
Exactly. So when they see this, so I had a woman say to me, what is that? And I said, that's my stem cell activation patch. And she said, oh, my husband and I and my mum are going to take this. I'll sign up as a diamond. How can I get that? Now, this is on a train after an expo, and I'm still speaking to her the same way I spoke to a warm audience. This is really important for people to understand, that no matter where you are, you've got people who are suffering. They've got somebody in their life who's suffering. And one of the things I like to say is, it's not up to us to decide who gets this technology and who doesn't. It's up to us to open our mouth and share it. And please feel free to do this. But on the way back from Mexico, I had a man hobbling behind me, and I said, you're in a lot of pain, aren't you? And he said, am I ever? And I said, would you like to try some energy patches? He said, anything. And he pulled his shirt up immediately. And an hour later in the plane, I went up to him and he went like this: these are better than drugs. And I watched him run from the plane to baggage claim. And I went up to him and he said to me, do you know what? That's the first time I've walked like that in decades. I have to have these. Tell me more, whatever. And I didn't even have to tell him. I just used the patch to prove. And this is the thing, that when you're with people, I know a lot of people carry their patches with them. I obviously patch up completely. And when you're with people, give them a sample, right? Put it on the pain spot for them. Make sure they've had some water, but move beyond the fear of the rejection and the no. Go for the yes, right? Just go for the yes. Because if somebody says no, you go, okay, what you've done is, but you've done your job. And so therefore, the next person you speak to, you're liable to get many more yeses than nos. And I'll tell you why I know that. Because when you turn up as the best version of you, when you are speaking from your heart, when people can feel the passion that you have for them to help them, they're going to say yes. And remember, it's all about them. It's not about you getting a no. It's about them getting to a place where they're no longer suffering.
So Speaking of sharing the knowledge, we're getting we're getting a lot of comments in here about the bling. Where do you get it? What is it called?
Okay.
Yeah, where do you
So the
find
bling,
that?
please use the bling, everybody, because when people say to me, what is that? I go, well, it's a stem cell patch, but I'm a girl, so I just put that on it, right? and have fun. That's, this is the thing. Have fun when you're in business. Some of it comes from Walmart and some of it comes from Amazon. And some of it you just go to a craft store, find the bling that suits you. And if I'm wearing pink, I might even put pink bling on. Just find what works for you. But again, have fun. Right? When you're in business, if you're not having fun, then your why goes down the drain.
Very good. And you talked about that obviously during our meditation session. It was like, it's the energy that you put out. It's the energy that you put out that comes back to you. And that's why, and that joy and that happiness and that love spreading out will come back and attract. It's an attractor, as we've learned, over time. Of course, like attracts like. It's a simple phrase and probably overused, but it works for a reason. And so let's kind of move past. So so as you're attracting, as you're bringing people in, and as they say, I want to hear more, I want to learn more. Yes, patch me up. Yes, I'd like to be a part of the movement. And especially after the large events in particular. How do you approach onboarding? Because we know those are such critical times, right? And you've done very well at it, clearly, by your growth and by what's continuing to happen within your ecosystem. How do you approach the onboarding, and what makes you think your strategy unique?
Well, actually, it's not unique because Robin Mascari has helped with this too. And a lot of you know Robin. She actually helped me with an onboarding, as in getting their name, email, phone number, and asking them what they are dealing with. Remember, it's all about them. So when you talk to people, when I'm talking to people in the expo, for instance, they come to the booth and we say, hey, have you heard about the LifeWave patch system? That should be your first question, by the way. Have you heard about the LifeWave patch system, the stem cell activation patches? Now, if they say, yes, I'm using them, please don't waste a whole heap of energy and time on them. Just move on to the one who hasn't been using them, who doesn't know about them. Because when you're in an expo situation, and quite frankly, even during your day, your energy is precious. What you're saying is precious. And you're going to have to say it a lot of times over the next 10, 20 years. So don't waste, do not waste your time, right? So we ask them, have you heard about it? When they say no, we say, oh, great, this is what happens. And I tell them about the copper peptide. Now, you might wonder, I never used to do that, by the way. I've only started doing that in the last 12 months. And that's because I met a 27-year-old girl in an airport. And she said, oh, have you heard about copper peptide? And I said, yes. And she said, well, on TikTok and on all the social media, all of us, meaning the 20-year-olds, we're all going out buying copper peptide serum. We just want to look younger and get younger. We're using Botox and fillers. I'm going, how old did you say you were? 27? I went, I'm almost 70. She said, oh no. And I'm going, oh, yes. And I have heard of copper peptide. And then that opens the door to telling her that this elevates copper peptide from the inside out. So whether a serum goes in and is usable or not is another thing. But here it is actually usable. I tell them what the copper peptide does, and they go, whoa, I want that. And they also go, I just want what you're having. Again, it's how you show up. Right? People will want what you're having. All of my team are there, and the smile and the joy and people are coming up going, what is going on here? Right? And it's because we are the representation of David Schmidt and a very incredible company. And they can feel that something special is going on. So we don't waste a lot of time. We go straight for this is what's happening in this patch. And they go, wow. They say, I want to know more. Or we're going, hey, what are you dealing with? What's your challenge? Just go straight to them then. Don't give them a ton of information. They will shut down. Ask them, what are your challenges? Are you dealing with anything? And people want to talk about themselves. They want to talk about their pain. They want to talk about their parents' pain or their children's pain. And yes, because they don't get the support and the love that you are going to be offering them right now. Usually they don't get it from very many places. And I just want to say something here, and you know I am a spiritual teacher, so just go with this. But the fact is that really our job is to love, support, and collaborate with other human beings. And this business is a business of collaboration and support. And that's when you create a brilliant, brilliant team. The only way you create a brilliant team is collaborating with them. And one of my team members, Barbara Hinker, said, from the moment they hear about the patches and buy them to the moment they fall in love with them, we need to support them completely. We support them with emails, with texts, with dropping in with a phone call. How are you doing? And just if you can remember that signing someone up is the beginning of a relationship, it is not the end of a brand partner coming into your business. From signing up to wearing them, to falling in love with them, and then deciding to share them. Because most people don't decide to share the technology until they've had an experience. And some people decide to share it without an experience because they're just switched on and they get what you're saying.
There's so many nuggets here. I could, but I've really gotten majorly distracted by the fact that you said you're almost 70. I keep going, and now I'm like looking at you going, wait, what?
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Meredith,
what did you say?
Stem cells, baby. Stem cells, baby.
Well, you
That's
look
what I said.
marvelous, darling. You look simply marvelous. And the viewers are saying the same. So I'm just kind of repeating what I'm seeing here in the chat. Well, I mean, a couple of things, for our listeners. So obviously, you have the people, they're coming in, you're loving on them, you're bringing them in, they're into your community, they're feeling that sense of appreciation. They have somebody finally who is not so worried about being interesting that they forgot to be interested, in me. It's like, okay, well, yes, I know you're interesting. You've been telling me for the last hour how interesting you are, but thank you for at least giving me a crumb from your table of being interested. And I think that's, one of the keys to great leadership is that curiosity that we can extend, that respect that we can give to others. So you have people and they're coming in and you're setting up, you're doing great education. You're helping them identify, connect with their why. They feel a part of something bigger than themselves. And we know that that's motivating in itself. And so now you've kind of onboarded, you have your trainings and your educations that you set up. So now let's talk about identifying leadership, because one of the things that occurred to me when you were speaking was, all right, well, this sounds great, but if I am giving all that individual attention to all of these people, how do I grow a team? How do I identify who's really going to become my next leadership, who's really going to take this, and so on and so on and so on, versus people that just are so excited about having a relationship with me, somebody who's interested in them. And now I find that all of my time, that of course we can't let be wasted, is just going to a few individuals. How do you duplicate that experience across the board, either via leadership or using tools? I mean, how does this duplicate? Because it's a beautiful thing. But we know it's a beautiful thing, but how does this work?
What a great question, because there's a number of answers that work here. And first of all, you need to set up your own Facebook group for your team. So I've got a Facebook group that all of my team come into, all of my team who are interested in building a business. By the way, that's the key. The ones who show up for your Zoom calls and your calls are the ones who are interested in the business. Yes, I know they're interested in the collaboration. And by the way, I've got people showing up to my calls 2 and 3 years later who are not even manager yet, but they feel like they're at home where they are, and they have never stopped talking to people about the patches. And that in itself is a brilliant thing. So you know that your business builders are the ones who are coming on and they're giving you their time and their energy to hear from you. And then the business builders are the ones who start being very proactive within the calls. They're the ones, for instance, for me, if I missed a month's worth of Q&A calls every Tuesday, it wouldn't matter because my team members would be jumping in and they would be doing it because they're executive directors, they want to be directors. And these are people who are going, I'm in this. This is my business. This is my life. These are my people. You know, these are the people that I want to spend my life with. And so set up your Facebook group, have a hub, like mine's a hub, but the majority of my business builders have been smart enough to replicate what I'm doing. So in other words, they just take what I do, they replicate it, they post the similar posts. I've created emails that all of them get to use, they get to edit them. So sending emails out to everybody, keeping in touch, creating a text stream. I've created a text stream and the business builders are the ones who are on it. And then what they do is every time I text them what's happening and what are they doing, and they copy and paste that and they put it in a text stream for their team. So every single thing is replicatable. All you have to do is watch what your sponsor is doing and make sure that you do that. And of course, get creative and start doing even more. Like, I mean, we're just having so much fun. One of the things that I think is also a very good tool is that although I've created the Facebook group for my team, I have actually created a second group for business builders. In other words, my Facebook team has got about, I don't know, 800 or 900 people in it, but my business builders team has only got 100 in it. And guess what happens? In the Q&A calls, for everyone, all the new people, we say, come to the call. They hear about the patches, they get the testimonials, they can feel what's going on, they can feel the love and fun going on in that call. But when they're serious about coming into the business, they are invited into the business builders call. And that's when they come in here, and this is when they want to know, how do I change legs? How do I enroll people? Where are the, give me more tools, give me more tools. It's like having to force feed them because they want to grow a business and they start getting creative. It's a really brilliant business for you to step into your own unique creativity. And if some of you might be saying, yeah, but I'm not creative. And I'm going, yeah, you are. And if you don't worry about it because your upline is going to feed you, use that. So I think business builders are the ones, for me, when I go to an expo, by the way, Meredith, I only invite my personally enrolled business builders to come and be with me.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Only.
So it's a privilege. It's an honor. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a privilege. And first of all, they get to build their team as they're watching, listening and learning from me. And then one man in the last expo last weekend flew down from Canada. He said, I know you've got your team there. And he is, by the way, a personally enrolled member as a diamond. He said, can I please listen to you and your team? Can I please come to the talks? Can I please do? And I'm going, absolutely, yes. You say yes to everybody who wants to build a business. Everyone. And he came into the talks, how that man held his little camera there for 45, 50 minutes in his hands. I've got no idea. He's got every word that was said recorded. He's got, and on the third day, he was so in such a saturated learning place that we all said to him, okay, now your turn, you go for it. You speak to people, you sign people up. And he was like this. He was selling $160 full sleeves of X39 and everything. I mean, that's the other thing. What a joy when you find your business builders and you start working with them so that they become that, and then they start doing the same thing. He's already invited me to come up and do talks in expos in Canada, and then he's just going to go for it and replicate everything with his team. So, yeah, find your business builders, and you can sort them out easily. They are the ones coming to your calls, and they are the ones who want to come onto your business builder call.
Great. This is fabulous. I hope all the listeners right now are really absorbing what you're saying, because they are key indicators, right? You know, there's a form of self-selection that you can see by behaviors that aren't just talk, but you see some walk. And certainly leaders show up. I mean, leaders show up. We know that's true, you know, decade after decade. I think it presents a couple of questions, and one of them that comes to mind here is, so you're holding your meetings, you're watching, you're being mindful, you're being intuitive, and you're finding these people, and you're bringing them in. You're giving them these positions, access to certain leadership calls. What happens? I know this is kind of a downer after all this inspirational conversation, but what happens when you have someone that did do the self-selection, and here they are, and they've been here, and time is passing, they continue to want to take your time, they continue want to absorb, but nothing's happening, you know, and we know that sometimes it's circumstantial, you know, circumstances beyond their control. Sometimes there are, you know, mindset situations, you know, in their head that they can't overcome. But when is it time to maybe put the relationship on pause, to maybe just kind of redirect them, and sometimes maybe even to let them go, because time is finite. Time is finite. And we know in direct selling, this is the conundrum that happens to a lot of leaders and a lot of people, where you pour yourself into an individual, but nothing's happening. And maybe you could have been reallocating that resource, the gift of your time, to someone else. Not that you don't love them, not that you don't care, but it's like, this is a business that we're building. It is a business. What do you say to that?
So to the question, when do you let them go? When they've self-selected and they're turning up to the meetings and they're talking the patches and they're really in there, my answer is never.
Never? Okay.
Never. I have got people in my team who have been there for 3 years and 2 years, and they're still not manager. And guess what? Eventually, when they become manager, the entire team goes nuts congratulating them. And then, of course, what I do is once a month, I do what I call a quantum correction call, where they come on and I go into the unconscious to find out why they're not moving ahead the way they want to. Because I hear them speaking to and patching up and spending a lot of time, energy and money on an expo, on everything, and they're still not to manager. And to let them go when they are at that place and they're still, like, I would let someone go who's definitely not patching people and not even trying. But other than that, truly, you should see our team when somebody gets to manager who's been in the business really, really showing up. It's like we all go nuts because we're so happy for them. And then when we do these quantum corrections and we correct out the unconscious program, guess what happens? They text me or they email me and they say, "Thank you. I finally broken through. Thank you. I just needed to know that. I just needed that." And when you hear somebody say, "I've broken through," or "I've broken the barrier," then you realize that all of the time and energy you put into them is worthwhile. Now, just remember that when I say put into them, I mean put into your overall group. Because remember I said I've got a Facebook group for everyone and all new people, but that the Facebook group for the business builders, if you're a business builder in my Facebook group, I'm never going to let you go, because remember that I'm not even having to spend a lot of time with you as an individual unless you're texting, and then I am. But I think this is the key to this business, is leveraging the group situation, right? Really leveraging the fact, like, I've got people in my group who jump in and answer all the questions, and like, I call them my LifeWave angels, right? And I think that you need to develop a team. So if you're looking at developing a team, develop a team where you've got people who want to help other people, even if they're not in their direct downline. But I've got people in my team who've signed people up under me, and I'm going, "Why did you do that?" "Oh, well, because you spoke to them first." And I mean, this is called integrity. They know they're loved, they're supported, they have a collaboration, they have a home base that's really solid to grow a business on. And honestly, I've been in business for 50 plus years as a solopreneur in multi-million-dollar businesses around the world. And I have never loved a business more than I love this one. And it's because of what we're talking about now. It's because of the people.
This is a beautiful thing. I think that everyone should hear the message that you just delivered, because it just, I've seen it. This has been my life's work. I only know direct selling. I've been here my entire career, both on the field side, in obviously out in the world, making it happen, and then on the corporate side as well. So it is my passion, and it is my love, and I'm very protective of direct selling in general, because as we even look at these times that we're facing, and I was just at a seminar in Dallas yesterday, and in the room were C-suite executives. Gosh, I think there were like 80 of us, representing over $50 billion in annual sales in that room yesterday. And just, listening to people that were doubting, the future of direct selling, where are we going? And it's like, direct selling is the most amazing method and way, and whether you call it a sector or a profession, but it's a way for us to communicate and touch people with life-changing stories that will revolutionize their life. And so, one of the things that has always been a bugaboo with me is listening to leaders who, as you alluded to, they sign you up and then, okay, who's next? They sign you up and who's next? They sign, and they just, it's like this burning, churning thing that's happening in their mind. And then when it comes to leadership, they're just like, well, you haven't promoted in this amount of time, out you go, on with the next. And it's something that I think doesn't give our profession, our sector, a good name, where people become disposable and you just become motivated by the numbers. And I think one of the things that I could say just from our short conversation, as we sadly have to come to a close soon, but it is your heart, and it is your understanding of the value of human beings and your compassion for the human condition that has set you apart, and that has helped to, and will continue, to feed your success, because it isn't about you. You've kind of faced it. Forget about yourself completely. You forgot about yourself, and all you're thinking about is your team and your people, and where this is going. So as we wrap this up, and again, it's sad to do it. We could chat. I'm sure our audience would like to stay on even longer, but in respect to your time, as we kind of wrap it up, if you had just a few takeaways, maybe, just one, two, that you really want people to hear before we close, what would you share?
Boy, I feel like I've shared so many of them.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have. But let's come in on the one thing, well, right? The one thing, maybe.
The biggest takeaway for you is, how am I showing up in the world, right? If I'm showing up in the world as the best version of me, I can do anything. I can share the LifeWave patches, and that's another takeaway. You are sharing a technology that is second to none on the planet. So please share. Let's have a look. What else? Always be in integrity. Never lie about anything, because you don't need to. There's absolutely no need to. When you're in integrity, people trust you. And trust is a very big factor in this business. I was very lucky in that I had never been in network marketing before, but I had always developed trust in my other businesses. And it was really, really important. When you go through a tough time, if the people around you trust you, you will get through it, no matter what. So be in integrity, show up as the best version of you, make sure everyone can trust you, make sure you can trust you. And that's probably the biggest one of all. Find somebody who's going to love you enough to want to help you get strong and help you with what's going on in your mindset and in your emotional reality, and start sharing that. And by the way, if you haven't had any trauma, which is pretty doubtful, but if you haven't had any trauma and you haven't had your LifeWave miracle yet, it doesn't matter. You've heard a miracle from me. You've heard miracles from thousands of people around the world. Share those stories. Just share the stories about how people are navigating their life in a stronger, better, fuller, more pain-free way, and you will have a great business.
There's Sandra, what a gift you are. All the hearts coming up on the side are saying the same. Thank you for your time, LifeWave community. I hope you go apply what you've learned today. Be in integrity. I think that's an exceptional way to close out today's broadcast. Thank you very much for all that you do to make the world a better place.
Thank you, Meredith.
Until next time.
Honored to be with you.
Honored to be with you. Thank you so much. All right.